Welcome to the Texas Go Radio Show. I'm your host, Victorious. This is part one of the 1894 live stream by Owen Benjamin.
All right, everybody. I know I'm slightly early, but I can't do a long stream today. I have a family obligation, but I have a great one for you. The reality of...
Now, do you honestly think that he has a family obligation, or is it because his P.O. box was empty today? Only time will tell. Will he spiral? I'm just kidding. I saw one of those clips. He spirals.
The rap industry is now becoming mainstream, that it's basically a...
What?
All right, everybody. I know I'm slightly early, but I can't do a long stream today. I have a family obligation, but I have a great one for you. The reality of the rap industry is now becoming mainstream, that it's basically a Mossad honeypot of gay Jays. Right?
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that he starts off with that and he still has people listening to him. Unironically and sincerely listening to him. Not hate watching. People that actually tune in to listen to what he has to say.
Show you all that stuff. And yeah. And then we're shooting another Saturday Night Live. So that's really exciting.
This one's going to be a short one. I thought I had a stomach for it, but oh my. Another Saturday Night Live thing. Is it going to be him standing in front of his goats, screaming at him?
Jam with grungy blues and Sea Cow, and it was extremely enjoyable. I normally don't like jamming, but I really liked it. Like I think I should do more. Like I should do more stuff like in a band or something. You know.
He's going to start a band. What's it going to be called?
That was really fun. Yeah, and a little more discussion of the word kafir. I find it super interesting because it turns out kafir is an insulting term for a black African. So it turns out a kafir stole my bike.
And in reality, nobody stole his bike. He's just a liar.
Yeah, I find it all super. I was researching.
Well, possibly. Somebody might have stole his bike, but for sure it wasn't anybody besides a white person.
Ted Kaczynski today and thinking about old Uncle Ted and his claims about society and how to improve it. And I couldn't disagree more. I agree with some of his claims about what's wrong with society, about how people without purpose, they just start getting obsessed with like these obsessions, these perversions. You know, how the ruling class, when they start not needing to try to get food or whatever, they become very corrupted. And
it's almost as though he's describing himself. I'm in the middle of watching a Turkey Tom over multiple times because it's a long video. It's 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 11 seconds. It's on my television right now. And I've literally pushed play on it probably more than 20 times. But it's about Dark Side Phil. And the similarities between the two guys, between Dark Side Phil and Owen Benjamin, are insane.
Industrial revolution has basically turned everyone into a ruling elite, and that's why, you know, there's all these problems. And so his whole thing was he wanted to like destroy technology and bring people back to nature and oppose leftism that fetishizes victim consciousness and a lot of true stuff. But I can, with a lot of confidence, say that this stream and what I've done in the last 6 years, with all your help, has brought more people to nature and more people.
No. I mean, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Just because, out of all of, if there has ever been anything good come out of the situation with Owen Benjamin, if there has been anything good, it's been in spite of Owen and not because of Owen. A little yeast leavens the whole loaf. One bad apple will ruin the bunch if they're all kept together. There's a reason why so many people have walked away from Owen. There's a reason why so many people watch Owen or have watched Owen and never took a bear name. When I give the nod, blank everybody. F you and the Lord. Two things that Owen has said.
To the simple life than Ted Kaczynski ever did, because horror doesn't help ever. And the irony about being a bomber, a unabomber, a male bomber.
And he's literally saying he's done better stuff than the dude that actually blew stuff up and I don't remember the details if he actually killed anybody or whatever. But next he's going to be saying, I mean, all of those other cults that live together, like Charles Manson, I'm better than them because I never killed a pregnant woman.
As the answer was the post office all along. You know, to go back to our roots, ironically, Ted Kaczynski made people afraid of the very thing we should have been using, which was the post office. And those are always the little gems, the little hidden ironies of life. Isn't that fun?
Hey guys, can't you tell that I'm a decent person because I like the post office, and Ted Kaczynski, he made people fearful of it. I don't know, is this gaslighting? What would this be? He's quite literally comparing himself to somebody that I don't know. I used to know a lot more about that situation. Was Ted Kaczynski, was he put to death? I know he was put in prison. I don't know if he received the death penalty or whatnot. But he's literally comparing himself to somebody that a whole lot of people would agree with. That no matter how much you hate Owen or dislike him or whatever, it's relatively a safe bet to do that. I don't know what that's called. I can't think of the name of that.
Hey, Taylor Bear, isn't it funny that Ted Kaczynski terrified people to use the post office to get them to not accept technology, when in reality, what he did was push people towards technology because he made people afraid of the post office. Think about how many more people start.
This has given me the same vibes of the one live stream where he ended up screaming at his audience, demanding respect because, and I quote, I have caused the birth of tens of thousands of white babies. GD, I deserve respect.
Using email and, you know, all these technologies because of Ted Kaczynski's ridiculous actions. Same with the post 911 wipeout. Yeah, and that's always really funny. Yeah, and I've had some good interactions with some Muslims on Twitter, and I'm going to just politely step back from a lot of that because I don't want to be wrapped up in the rulings and all that stuff. I just don't really care. I just like the truth. And I just find it interesting.
I just like the truth. He often says that, but he does not. If you zoom out and just look at his entire, let's just stick with the last 6 years, because that's what he said earlier. If you look at the entire 6 years, very little truth. He says that he's looking for truth, and it's one of the reasons why it's such an easy thing to think that he is some kind of opposition placed there to just disrupt, whether intentionally or unintentionally, is because he claims a whole lot of things, but he's not any of them. He's a liar. A gross liar, actually. Manipulator, a predatorial cult leader, really. That just pretty much sums it up.
That I've been called a kafir, like someone who hides truth. When I don't do...
No, he doesn't hide truth. He contaminates truth. This is the Texas Goat Radio Show. I'm your host, Matorius. As always, till next time.